Hi guys, the 3rd of November is almost upon us. As I said, I believe that's the countdown date as it adds up to 3210 when you do the calculations. We've got news coming out on the 2nd of November, the day before I feel like the countdown ends and things are finally ready to begin. Is North Korea is feared to be launching a missile tonight after the US deployed its nuke sniffer. So this is published, as I said, 2nd of November, so tonight would be either later on tonight. It's already 9 o'clock in the evening here over in the UK, so either later on tonight or that means early in the morning. The US has scrambled its missile detection plane amid fears the Hermit State is about to fire another missile. The civil military air Twitter feed reports that Cobra Ball, a ballistic missile detection platform, is airborne. It adds that no positioning is showing. It could be joining another 2 spy planes already deployed to the Korean Peninsula to sniff out signs of an imminent launch. The move comes just days ahead of US Donald Trump's visit to South Korea, and it comes hours after the South Spy Agency revealed activity had been spotted at Nuke Nut, Kim Jong-un's missile research facilities in Pyongyang. Chillingly, it is these facilities where the most recent test was carried out, pointing to another potential launch. Tensions have continued to rise with the Hermit State relentlessly vowing to reduce the US to a sea of fire. The North haven't launched any missiles since September the 15th, the longest lull this year, but appears to want to coincide a launch with Trump's visit to Seoul. There is a possibility of a new missile launch given the active movement of vehicles around the Missile Research Institute in Pyongyang, the South's intelligence agency said. The North will constantly push for further nuclear tests going forward and the miniaturization and diversification of warheads. Now, it's interesting that this report says tonight, or possibly early this morning, because one of the things that I gleaned from this Simpsons episode, where it's got season 27, where it's got this 3 a.m. thing, is that the clock starts. Let me go back a little bit more. Too much. Damn it. Okay, 1 second. Anyway, I can't seem to stop it there. But you saw, if you rewind it and you play it slowly, it starts at 3 a.m. and that's when Trump and Hillary, both candidates at this time in this video, are receiving an emergency call from the Situation Room. So 3 a.m. it's saying a call comes in from the Situation Room, an emergency call. Then we go to the clock again. So it's gone past 3 a.m. The next stop it makes is at 3:30. Because zeros don't count when you're doing these numerology additions, 3 and 3 is basically letting you know that it's a Master Mason thing. So this is a warning from the Masons that's coming out here. And obviously the Masons are linked to the Rothschilds, and the Rothschilds are linked to the Illuminati, and the Illuminati are linked to Skull and Crossbones, and all these secret societies have their links with each other, the Knights Templar, all those kind of things. So this is a Master Mason warning. 3 a.m. 33. The next place it stops, got it, is at 11:30. Again, take away the 0 and you're left with 11:3. That's where I got the 3rd of November from originally. Then it came to the iPet Goat video, which I analysed already, and I put that up yesterday. I believe it's the last video that I placed up. If you want to go and watch it, feel free. It's basically spotting 11 and 3 all over the video, especially in the opening scene, and some more throughout the video as well. So I don't know, again, if that means that something's going to happen on the 3rd of November, or if it's the start of when things could happen, like the end of the countdown, basically. As I said, 03/11/2017 is 321. Countdown 3210. Sorry, countdown over. And that's where I got it from. So with 2 of the videos, like Simpsons obviously has been shown to have predicted 9/11, and this could potentially be the second 9/11 event. So you would expect the Simpsons to show it again, and maybe not in such an obvious way as they did with Lisa Simpson, with the towers representing 11 and the $9 representing the 9. Instead, they show it on a clock where it's 3 a.m. 33 Master Mason 11:3. So they're actually giving you the time and date, as well as who's planning this. Moving on from the North Korea subject, we've then got Iran stepping into the picture again today the USA, saying that the USA is Iran's #1 enemy. And obviously all this time they've been saying, oh, we're trying to get along with America, blah, 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 blah. They went through the nuclear Iran deal, but Donald Trump ended that deal, or he kicked it to Congress for them to place more sanctions on Iran. If they don't place more sanctions on Iran, it was supposed to go back to him in 60 days' time, where he said that he would just end the deal. That would put America in violation of the deal. Iran said they would stick with it with the other countries, but if America steps out, the sanctions that will come from America wouldn't make any sense for them to stay in the nuclear Iran deal, so they'd probably just leave. It's saying here, since the deal was reached in 2015, Khamenei has continued to denounce the United States publicly, suggesting that antagonism between the two countries since the 1979 Islamic Revolution in Tehran would not abate because of the accord. So there's been conflict between these two countries for, a long time. They managed to come to some sort of resolution involving the UK, France, Germany, Russia, the UN, China, about Iran's nuclear ambitions. But Trump basically scrapped that. This guy here, from the moment he was elected, it's probably going to be controversial for some of you, because I know that some of you out there watching this video voted for this guy. But from the moment he has been elected, his whole agenda, his whole reason for being has been to divide and divide and divide and divide some more. United we stand, divided we fall. And if there's any time for America to fall, it's going to be at this time, where this guy, the head of your country, the president of the United States, the POTUS, he's the one who's causing the division. Usually you have underlings causing the division, and the leader is the one who unites everybody. But this guy is the one who's actually dividing people along race lines, along religion lines, along immigration lines, along health care lines. I mean, if there's any way for him to divide people, he will find it. He will find it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. He strikes me as a person who, I mean, how can he drain the swamp when he is a billionaire and he's benefited from that swamp? Well, he's not going to drain it. He's going to fill it at the end of the day. And I wish that people out there would stop with the blind following of this guy, because he's leading you down a path that, well, it's too late now. It's too late to turn back now, I'm afraid. The deed has been done. Sorry. I really, that guy, he gets me. He gets to me. But I'm not going to put my political views on any of you. This is not about policy or politics. This is about life and death. So I'm going to stop the video now, but the main part of it, the main point in this video is to let you know that North Korea could potentially be launching a missile tonight. And Donald Trump is starting his travels, I believe, tonight. He'll be traveling to Hawaii. I don't know whether that's early in the morning or during the day on the 3rd. But we know that he'll be in Hawaii. If he's not there already, I don't even know. I'll probably do some research on that. But as I said, I think the potential situation, I'm just going to speak it really quickly, is that while Donald Trump is in Hawaii, I feel like they might do their nuclear test or their H-bomb test in the Pacific. Again, I don't know. This is just an analysis of potential situation, a potential scenario. If they do the H-bomb in the Pacific, it may affect the Hawaiian Islands with a tsunami. I don't know. Again, or depending, it could even, spark off, affect the fault lines, causing an earthquake. Again, I don't know. This is just an interpretation of what I'm seeing in front of me, because there's been earthquake drills, the Great Shakeout drill. Fine, they do it every year, but considering the timing that we're in, it's convenient that it comes up, literally weeks before the November kind of dates have started to pop up. You've got Antifa going on the 4th of November. You've got the blackout drill, where they're not actually going to unplug the power grid, but things can happen during the drills, just like we saw with 9/11. So don't blind yourself to that. Just keep awake. I'm literally going to keep awake, like, not just spiritually, but I'm going to be up tonight. keeping an eye out for any potential launches from North Korea, or any potential launches from anywhere else for that matter. Not just that, but natural disasters as well. I'll be keeping an eye out for those. I'm going to be very tired come the morning, but if the morning comes, that'll be the best thing. So, and just one more thing for you guys out there that look at these kind of videos that people put up and, you know, go to the, oh, this is bullshit, or this is rubbish, you know, nothing's going to happen. If someone had come up to you or posted a video online saying that 2 planes are going to fly into the Twin Towers on September the 11th, would you have believed them? The answer to that is no. You wouldn't have believed them, but it would have happened. And although we all wish and hope and pray that nothing happens, we cannot sit in our bubbles and pretend like the world is okay. The world is far from okay. Take the warning and stay awake.